What's going on YouTube? Blazing here. Today I want to talk to you about the champion training event that we had and why I went for Bad-El-Kazar. I recently did a video about him in Ice Golem and how I use him to farm. I will do another one later on, a little bit revised, but this was fairly achievable for me. I used, let's collect this real quick. I used roughly 2,000 gems, and I used the daily energy I received. And the main reason I did this is because I want to actually +1 my Bad-El-Kazar, because I use him for just about everything. With the, yes, we want to empower him. I use him just about everything for solo farming, and except for Spider. And what I mean by that, I mean we use him in Ice Golem, right? He works out great. He can solo stage 25. Yeah. We use him in Dragons, stage 25. I use him in all of my potion keeps, with the exception of Spirit, because she places a shield and you need a buff stripper, so that's the only one I haven't found that I can solo with him. But other than that, he does solo everything, and you just throw him in there with 4 food champs. You get a really good return on investment, and he's all around very versatile. Now, he's great in Clan Boss. He's great in certain dungeons. I mean, you can still use him in other dungeons, such as Fire Knight, right? And you can pair him up with a seer, and depending on how many seers you have, if you're just looking for a specific comp, you can use him as your lead and make your seer just nuke down with only 74%, 75% crit rate. I can't remember what his aura is. Let's see here, 25. So you'd make her with 75% crit rate and just make her nuke the odds and just use that seer specifically for that. We did recently get a blessing on him, and I was playing back and forth between this one and where are we? Not Miracle Heal. What was it? Nope. It's the one that gives us a damage reduction. Nope. That's not it. Why can't I find it? This one right here, Flawless Defense. If you cannot build him with these kind of similar stats right here, about 80k HP, 3.7k defense roughly, and 73 speed with minimum 350 and 250 for 350 for resistance, 250 for accuracy, then I would suggest going with that. But if you can, then Brimstone is your best choice. And actually, it only really helps out in, no, we're not buying this. It only really helps out in certain cases. So we'll see if we can, might be a little bit long, but in Ice Golem, the only benefit you get is when you are at the boss. You don't really get a benefit, I'm sorry, you only really get a benefit when you're on the ads. As you can see here, when you're on the boss, you're not proccing the boss's other skills, so he's not going to proc Brimstone, which in hindsight is kind of good, because you really don't want to take Frigid Vengeance and then be, one shot if you're too low. but for the ads, it does help. It shortens out the time a little bit. It doesn't work on the ads of the boss, so that doesn't really help out either. It does work on the potion keeps on the bosses. It does not work on the side minions, and it does work in dragons. I think in dragon my clear time is roughly about 2 minutes, 2:15, somewhere about that. With brimstone, it's about 30 seconds longer without brimstone. So we're almost there. It takes a little bit of time. I mean, you have about a 3-minute clear with Ice Golem, but I definitely have been very happy with this build, very happy with Bad-El-Kazar. I was actually kind of excited when it was Bad-El-Kazar because I'm trying to pull a second copy. On a further note, with the new dungeon coming in, I believe that he is going to be really good because he brings the continuous heals, so you'll be able to restore your HP. And he has poisons, which is going to be, he places poisons, he doesn't land poisons, which is going to work out great for when you don't take one tick down on the boss's turns. I forget exactly how they said that was going to work, but you can see right there we did get brimstone on the left minion, and the minion did not get we didn't get any benefit from the brimstone because it looks like the minions just have an A1. That we got another one right here. Minion's gonna go out and he's gonna do his thing, and it's gonna do the same thing again. We didn't get any brimstone procs. Now, if we were to proc, Frigid Vengeance, or I don't know if this Nibbling Cho would proc it. I would guess it would, but I don't know if it has. I have not seen it happen yet, but it does not do it on his Frost Nova. We'll see here if it does. Yeah, well, didn't happen, but you get roughly about a 3.5 minute clear, and it's 100% consistent. And again, if you did not have these kind of stats, defense, we're gonna sell that. But if you did not have these kind of stats for him, then putting on flawless defense, I mean, you get 35% damage reduction at a stage 6, so it'll help you scale down. I believe with the current build I have, he can solo Scarab King. I have not tried it on my main account. I've actually tried to make a Eurogrim build for that, because I feel like that's a little more accessible for people. But we can go into, real quick, let's see, Dragon's Lair 25. Use that energy. And you can see the same thing in here. This one's a little faster because there's less animations from some of the ads. We don't have counter attack that they got. And let's go. I mean, refresh accessories are great on him. Look at that though. I mean, the heal on these guys kind of sucks that they get it, but it is what it is. Can't really do much about that. But in the meantime, I did have some thoughts on the new dungeon and the ascension of gear. I know that there's been a lot of mixed reviews about the ascension. Here's the thing. Plarium's gonna do what they want to do. The only way we will get any sort of voice in this game is if you stop spending. And to get everybody to stop spending, it's not going to happen. So I think we all need to come to the realization that they're going to do what they want to do. And we just kind of have to pick what we want to do and what we don't want to do. So if the new dungeon... Sorry about that cut, guys. I had to deal with a little quick personal issue here, but you can see here we're 2 minutes at the dragon boss, and as I was saying before, you're gonna have to pick what you want to do. You're not gonna be able to do everything. So will they give you more energy? Probably not. They have, over the years that I've played, have increased what we get, but they've also taken back some of the bigger resources we get, and you can't have everything. But in the meantime, over here, we got 24 mortal stones. Let's open them up and let's see what we get. Hopefully we get something good. Garbage. Taragi 2 stars and bad. Spikehead. Ox. 1 out of 10 isn't bad. And Huskrol. Nashimoto. Lord Mary. No. Nothing good. Alright, let's collect those. Get 4 solo ones. Let's see how that works out. And okay. Orn. We unfortunately don't have them. We use them for the fusion, so we'll be using that anytime soon. Vildrax, no thank you. Health Freak, no thanks. And where's the last one? No gold. Wow. Fellhound. Perfect Soul 4-star. It's usable. I might just use them for my campaign farming. But anyways, until next time, guys. See you later. Like, comment, subscribe on the bottom. Let me know what your thoughts are. And let me know if you guys did or didn't go for the Bad-El-Kazar. Catch you later.